be here today, this evening. Good evening, everyone, where you're streaming in from, whether you're in the United States or in some other country, whether you're East Coast or West Coast. Welcome, everyone. I want to start by saying Merry Christmas, Merry belated Christmas. And if I don't catch you, Happy New Year. My name is Nancy Tayaragbai, and I am so excited to be here this evening to unbox the LeadHERship Collective. So I will be sharing just a little bit about who I am, a little bit about strategic solutions, and what the LeadHERship Collective is. What is it to do? Who is it for? How will it benefit you and others? So I will be sharing my screen in just a moment. Again, I'm so excited to get started. The LeadHERship Collective is something that I have been working on for the past 6 to 7 months. And it really came out of the need of women that I've been serving for the past 2.5 to 3 years. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Just give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen and we are going together, we are going to unbox the LeadHERship Collective, which I am so excited to bring to the market for Black women all across the globe. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Give me a moment. That's not it. Nope. We're going to stop sharing. Give me a second. There we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to take it from the top. All right, so the LeadHERship Collective. Again, I am extremely excited to be bringing this to the market. This leadership collective is for Black women who consider themselves as change agents, as leaders who are leading change. This collective is designed to increase your influence and accelerate your impact. And I'll be getting into all of the details as to how that is even going to happen. Just a little bit about who I am. For those who do not know me, my name again is Nancy Tayaragbai, and what do? I am a personal brand strategist. And this season, I am really committed to helping Black women really position themselves in the market as the thought leader that they are. Oftentimes, you have Black women who are doing phenomenal things, amazing things. However, their stories are not told, and they're not positioning themselves for greater opportunities. And they have not, oftentimes, they don't establish their personal brand in a way where they can optimize. So this is what I am focused on in this season, is ensuring that Black women definitely position themselves for greater opportunity. I am also a global speaker and a facilitator. I love to speak. I used to be a former educator. And so that gift has allowed me to be able to speak all across the globe and facilitate various workshops on various subject matters. I'm also the founder and the CEO of Strategic Solutions Global. I'm very, very proud of that. I'll tell you my story at a later date, where it really came out the frustrations of the education system. That is how I birthed Strategic Solutions, and I have been working for the past 5 years full time in this role. I'm also the convener of the Leadership Retreat and the Leadership Expo, which I'll talk about more towards the end of this live. So just a little bit about Strategic Solutions Global. I am so committed to providing high quality business and leadership education for Black women all across Africa and all across the diaspora. Ultimately, my desire to just shift and reform the education system business and leadership education will be something that I seek to do all across the globe. But right now, we're hyper focusing on women, and there's so much research around why women, and I'll get into that at a later time. But yeah, so our organization is focused on providing women with business and leadership education. And we do that through various ways. We do that through our educational workshops, our trainings, our programs, various events, and our digital courses as well. All right. So the Leadership Collective, what is it, you all? I'm super excited. I have been working on this for the past, it's between 6 to 8 months. I've been really figuring out what is this collective going to be? What is it going to entail? What are the outcomes it's going to have? How is it going to elevate Black women and leadership? So it is an exclusive community for Black female entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs who are leading change. So, what does that even mean? Well, I believe that, you know, we are in a world where we need both entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, women who are in leadership positions, who um, have an entrepreneurship mindset, who have innovation and creativity that are living and breathing within them. However, they work for an already existing organization. I think that's just as important as entrepreneurship. So, how are Black women all across the globe using their innovation and their creativity to create change within an already existing organization that will have impacts on so many other people, right? So that's just as important as the entrepreneur who seeks to create their own organization and bring about social change through their product or their service. I have just through my entrepreneurship journey have worked with so many different entrepreneurs, and one thing that I believe and that I have realized in my journey of entrepreneurship is that I am committed to working with women who seek to lead change, right? Some people are in entrepreneurship so they can make dollars or sell a particular product or, just do something really creative to say that they did it. But I'm really looking for those people who were committed to driving change through their innovative solutions. And so that's who those are the people that I seek to work with. So this community is designed for those women who believe that they are the change agents who are going to create change within organizations and who are committed to whatever social cause that they're committed to. I do believe in social entrepreneurship. I believe it's a real thing. I'm also committed to social entrepreneurship. I believe that's a real thing. And so these women will do that. And to be honest, I always found myself as a person who was committed to leading change. I always I always struggled with what direction do I go in, right? I was like, people who were committed to social issues don't really make money like that. But my heart's in it. As early as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a humanitarian. And I just love people. I'm committed to just bringing justice and to bringing solutions that ensure that people have access to opportunities that they never would have had access to before. To try to create a even level playing field for everyone. And so that is the space that I created. I really just decided to create a space out of my own personal desire. And I knew that there had to be other women like myself who were just as committed to making impact, who were just as committed to driving change efforts, and who desired to be around women who were just as like-minded, right? And to find a community of women who think the same way and who could support one another. So that is what the Leadership Collective is. Just to give you a little herstory behind the collective, this was not something I just created out of my little innovative brain of mine. It came out of women actually asking for this space, right? The past 2 years, I've had the privilege, I've had an opportunity to usher women into this transformational space through our leadership retreats. And the leadership retreat is a powerful 7 to 10 day experience where Black women from all across the globe come together and have this immersive experience that truly just shifts them to their next level of leadership. And that experience left women supercharged, ready to take on their next challenge, ready to scale their impact. However, when they left that space, you're talking about being stimulated for 10 days straight all day. And when they left that space, they wanted more. They did not have the same women supercharging them up, holding them accountable, people to lean on, people to be vulnerable with. Um, Oftentimes, when you are leading change, no one really sees the vision until it's done, right? And so the leadership retreat was a space where you had people believe for you. You had women support you in whatever it is that you were trying to do. It was a safe space. And so many women left, going back, reassessing their relationships, reassessing their impact, their next steps, and look to the left and look to the right. And they did not have that community feeling. And so they asked for more. At the time, we were not ready for the collective. I've also had an opportunity of hosting a business leadership intensive for over the course of a year where women came together regularly to learn different skill sets around business and leadership. Um, and it was transformational. Same thing. The women loved the fact that they were able to come together on a regular basis. They built relationships, they built trust, and they wanted more. After the intensive, they had a desire to still connect. I also have the privilege to run a program called I Am Change. This was overseas in Nigeria, and it was transformational. The accountability that the women experienced, the information, the knowledge economy that was just given to the women and that was shared was extremely powerful. And again, the women wanted more, right? And so the Leadership Collective was birthed out of the desire of women who have experienced the transformation from our various programs. It was something that we noticed needed to happen. And it was also an opportunity to bridge the diaspora in Africa, right? So we want to serve as that bridge. We want to serve as the bridge for intentional collaboration and intentional networking with powerful, like-minded women. And so that's what the Leadership Collective is. And it, again, it was not something that just we created out of thin air. It's sourced in data, it's sourced in research, it's sourced in the outcomes of our programming. And so I'm really excited to finally just release the collective to the world and to have women who are just as like-minded be a part of this community. Real women on the left, right? This is real picture of our Leadership Expo. Again, that was a transformational experience. We had an opportunity to serve close to 6,000 women globally over the course of the 2 years with the Leadership Expo. And again, that connection, the desire to collaborate and to have collective impact was something that was felt at the Leadership Expo. And women have connected after that, right? But we want to make sure that we have a space that makes it so much more easier to do that. So what are the benefits of the collective? So I've spent a lot of time really thinking about the collective and what will be offered in this collective and how could it be beneficial to women. So I'm excited to say that not only will this be a digital community, but it's also going to be a physical community as well. Over the course of the next couple of years, we're seeking to have physical chapters in various countries. This year, our physical chapters are based here in the United States, with a chapter being in Los Angeles and a chapter being in Atlanta, Georgia. Super excited for that. What does that mean? That means that not only are we going to be connecting virtually, but we'll also have an opportunity and create spaces for women to come together physically. And then also women can meet outside of the collective as well. We just want to be that bridge of intentional connection and intentional collaboration. As we get older, it's just harder to meet like-minded individuals and who are just as intentional about making change and making impact. And so we are finding those women and we're bringing them together. We'll have quarterly networking opportunities for those of for individuals within our community. Um, Super excited to also give women a platform to speak. Women who desire to speak or facilitate or train. We have various conferences and retreats and trainings where we'll be asking women of our community to showcase their skill set. So they would have priority speaking opportunities. Um, we will have an accountability group via LinkedIn. We will also ensure that when you come in to the Leadership Collective, you will not be the same. Your personal brand will not be the same. So there'll be various challenges, and we're a collective, right? So we're going to hold you accountable to ensuring that you are making that growth as a professional, as an individual, as an entrepreneur, and that your personal brand is reflective of that growth. You'll also have access to business and leadership curriculum, uh, digital courses that you can access at your own leisure. And it most importantly, and I think this is probably the most important, it is exclusive. This is an exclusive membership. You will be vetted. You will be vetted. This is not something that you can just pay for online, right? There is an application process. You have to be accepted into the community before you can pay to be a part of the community. And so that is something that I'm really adamant about. I prefer quality over quantity to ensure that the space is protected, that we can continue to have the safe space, continue to have like-minded individuals. So each woman will be vetted, and that will ensure that that quality of the collective is maintained and upheld. Um, who is the collective for? I really start to think about deeply about who is the collective for? What do they think about? What personalities do they possess? And so I pulled out a few characteristics. I want to start with really the values, right? Like if you are a woman who believes in change, who desires to create change, who believes in social impact and Black excellence, and you're thinking about, how can I create generational wealth for my family, then that is the type of people that we're looking for. You're likely someone who would be a good fit for the collective. Again, we are specifically working with entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs. So if you are a woman who is looking to create change through an already existing organization, you're looking to it, you're in an either in a senior or an executive position within an organization or aspire to be in that position, then this is a community for you. Regardless of what you're doing, whether if you could be selling toothpicks or selling wigs, you have to desire to create change with whatever work that you are doing. How does it connect back to community? How does it connect back to family? Um, if you are someone who's looking to form global connections, I've been very intentional the past 2 years about, who am I connecting with? What I believe is that we should not limit our scope of impact to our city, right? I believe that there's amazing, talented, and skillful Black women all over the world. Someone in Atlanta could need someone in Brazil. Someone in Brazil could need someone that's in Canada, but we just have yet to learn what we each other do. We have yet to connect. And so we want to be that space that allows for the easy connection and access to women all across the globe. So if you're someone who seeks global connections, this collective is something that you should certainly apply to be a part of. I don't know any entrepreneur that does not know the power of having a tribe of like-minded individuals. Entrepreneurship, social innovation, hard work is hard. And when you're trying to achieve a vision that has yet to be seen, right? Like when you're trying to achieve a vision, it hasn't been done yet. It's new. You invented it through imagination, right? It can be very challenging. And oftentimes, your level of belief does not match those around you. And so, what community you're a part of, the people that you're around matters. Your network matters. And so, this community is for people who desire that. I've been really intentional about my friendships. I think the other day, I had someone say, "Man, you have a really amazing friends." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. Thank you. I do." But it's also done by design, right? And so my relationships are very intentional. Over the course of a few years, I've had to let some relationships go, or place certain people in certain pockets because we just don't have that like mind. And I really want to protect the space that I'm in because the work that I do is difficult and I need to have a certain mental capacity to be able to achieve the vision. And I know I need to be fueled. Sometimes it's hard. You may not feel like getting up. And so having people around me that are just as passionate about their work, it honestly, it fuels me. So if you desire a tribe of like-minded women, this community is for you. And if you desire to really increase your impact, increase your influence, right? That's what a personal brand is for. Like your personal brand allows you to increase your influence and accelerate your impact. It disrupts new opportunities for you. It literally opens up doors. It bursts open doors when your personal brand is established. So if you're someone who desires to make a greater impact and you seek to have greater influence, this community is it's certainly for you. It's certainly for you. Again, I'm super excited um to be a part of this community, to have women be a part of this community. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. I'm super excited to have women be a part of this community. Again, I am committed to protecting the space. And because of that, we are onboarding women, I would say, not slowly, but just intentionally, right? And being really deliberate about our selection. And so there is an application process. Um, I'm excited. I'm going to have the applications officially out tomorrow on the 27th. We will officially begin letting individuals into the community as early as I almost said June 2nd, January 2nd, and it's an on-rolling basis, right? So we'll be vetting various applicants and women, having interviews, and ensuring that the community is protected, the like mind is there, and ensuring that they're committed to making collective impact. So again, I'm super excited to unbox the collective to the world, similar to the leadership retreat. Again, it's an application process where you're selected. You are selected because that like mind is extremely important. With that being said, that is me, Nancy Tai Aragbai, unboxing the Leadership Collective. You will have the link. The link will be available as early as tomorrow. If you are watching this live, either from YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, feel free to send me a message in my DM and I can send you the application personally. Or you can, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me, message me, and ask me any questions. I can be reached either again through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. I check my DMs pretty regularly, or you can email me at Nancy@strategicsolutions.llc and email me directly, and ask me any questions about unboxing the Leadership Collective. Or I'm sorry, ask me any questions about the LeadHERship Collective. It is a $300 annual fee to be a part of the collective. Again, everything will be ready for individuals tomorrow. They can submit their application. And if you have any questions, my DMs are open. My email is open. I am looking to connect with amazing women from all across the globe. So, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'm super excited. I cannot wait till the second. I cannot wait until we start our challenges, until we start our networking events, until we really begin to expand our community and make collective impact together. And I look forward to seeing what our women in our community do between now and the end of 2023. On that note, again, my name is Nancy Tayaragbaye. You can reach me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. Feel free to send me an email at nancy@strategicsolutionsllc.org. And I look forward to connecting with amazing, powerful Black women from across the globe so we can make collective impact. Bye-bye. Happy